Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. Hope everyone has a great day today. Make it the best you can. It's going to be sunny and warm here. I'm going to do the best that I can. So today I'm going to try to get the baby birds moved out of the bathroom big time because guess what? We got another batch coming. Get them moved up to the brooder barn. Get the roosters all situated up there. I did, and I've got to find those little eggs. I don't know where they're laying. I've looked everywhere, so I don't know where they're sliding in and laying. It wouldn't be so bad if she would go broody, but I really want to pickle them. I want to make little pickled eggs. And as soon, I've got hundreds of them. I've been feeding them to Solomon, and then all of a sudden now I can't find them. So anyway, I know, but that's one of my goals is to go Easter egg hunting. Okay. This morning I walk outside. Solomon's on call, barking. My rooster and his little band of warrior Xena princesses were following him. He was following a beagle. There was an older beagle loose on our property. Was definitely scenting some rabbits because I think he'd been running a few rabbits in our yard. No, I did not shoot the dog. The dog was less interested in the chickens than the chickens were interested in him. I think that there was one point in time when he was scenting and Tut actually came right up to the dog ready to attack him. So Tut's a dude, man. So anyway, that's a bug. Ah. All right. Um, but I want to talk about something else. I'm first going to give you a little background on my experience and why I think that I need to weigh in on this. Okay. The canine killing culture. Noem knows better. Noem knows better than to take that young dog and blow its brains out. She knows better. Um, when I was growing up, my background was hound hunting, fox hunting with hounds, coon hunting with hounds, squirrel hunting with hounds. I did not have bird dogs. Oh, we had beagle hounds sometimes, not very often. My There really wasn't a need for rabbit hunting for my grandfather. So he was more into the foxhounds and coonhounds and actually had bench showed dogs. He used to bench show them as well as field show and trials and night champions for the coonhounds. I mean, this was big. And all of his buddies had hounds, specific bloodlines. Um, and even one of his cousins, which was one of my cousins, old guy. I consider him one of Grandpa's cousins because he was so old than me. He had kids older than me. But anyway, he had water race dogs. Now, what they did was they bred in greyhound bloodline and put that into the Walker Coonhounds. And he had like the top water race dogs ever. And if you've never seen a water race for coons, they put a coon in a cage and take it across the lake or pond or whatever. And, there's all different ways for them to win this race. Okay. I saw people kill their dogs. A little girl with a bunch of men who were hunting witnessed dogs being beaten, severely beaten, um, shot, tied, and muzzled in a stall with a buck deer for hours, and the buck just absolutely destroying the dog to almost death. I saw these things. Noem knows better. In today's world, it is not the same, and that was not accepted then either. That was behind the hunter's closed doors. You didn't speak about it, you didn't talk about it, because for those guys, it was an ego thing. For her, I think she's insane. Just saying. But for those guys was an ego pride thing. If their dog wasn't doing the right thing when they were in a hunt or whatnot, the dog had to go. There was no retraining the dog. That was what the buck was for if they were chasing deer. I saw people drop their dogs from yards away for chasing a deer. They hear their hound, it comes across the hill after a deer, the dog gets dropped. Now I'm 54 years old. I've said it over and over again. But you're thinking about, let's see, this would have been 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. That's about the span that I hunted. That's a long time for a kid. I grew up doing it. I grew up seeing people shoot their dogs, and it was wrong. And Noem knows better, especially to put it in a book. If she wants to seem tough, that's not how to do it. I'm just saying. I also want to remind anybody who agrees with what she does, there are rescues for specific breeds. It was a beautiful pup. I saw a picture of it. Beautiful pup. Um, and it was a bird point dog. It had probably never been trained with chickens. And from what I hear, um, it was just in the wrong place. And sometimes we don't put our dogs in a position to fail. I had a chicken killing dog. I loved her absolutely more than any dog I've ever loved in my life and will ever love again. That's not fair. But if you knew the dog and I, you would understand that. I'm coming to tears thinking about her. But she was a chicken killer. She killed ducks. She killed chickens. She would bring home 2 rabbits every day for her puppies when she had puppies. She was a hunter on her terms. I could take her out and squirrel hunt with her. She would tree a squirrel. I'd shoot the squirrel. She'd grab the squirrel, bring it to me, drop it, and look, and I'd say, go on, and we would do it again and again and again, and she worked the trees. I never taught her how to do it. She understood. But anyway, Noam knew better because there were rescues that would take that dog. There are people that would take the dog for a pet. There are ways to train behaviors. Training chicken killing out of a dog is very hard. My neighbor has chicken killers, and they've killed tons of my chickens. I have not shot their dog. Doesn't mean I didn't want to. Because there comes a point in time when that has to happen if no one's taking care of it. I've done all the legal things. I just haven't shot their dog. Because you know why? It's just not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. And as far as her shooting a goat, are you kidding me? I could put a sign out here on my road, goat, $5. And I guarantee you someone would come and get him. Trust me, this woman is insane. The canine kill culture is over. Do you realize that they used to bucket puppies born of specific breeds? You never saw a party cocker. You never saw a 2 colored or tricolored poodle. When they were born, they would put them in a bucket and kill them. Red Rottweilers, when they come genetically through, you don't see them because breeders bucket them when they're born. That's no longer necessary because the AKC and the UKA or whatever, they all accept these colors now, like the different colors of Dobies. It used to be either red or black. Then they started accepting blue, champagne, white, silver, whatever. So dogs in the canine kill culture was an ego thing. You had to have the best, you had to have the right, but apparently she didn't take the time to train her dog properly. And for that, she did the wrong thing. I just think you need to realize that there are people out there that are in the canine kill culture, even in our society today, which there are so many different answers or solutions to issues. It made me sick when I it made me sick. But I've seen it and I've lived it. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Don't kill your dog. Just don't do it. Bye, y'all.